Welcome everybody to episode 245 of the effing title. I am Big Husky.
And I'm DeNutte.
And DeNutte is drinking a Moxie.
Yeah, it takes. I saw one at the store the other day. I went and it takes the gentleman's tongue.
Ooh, there we go. I can't tell you the last time I had a Moxie. Moxie's one of those ones where it's like you get like one every couple years. I feel like just to remind yourself of the. You know,
and I love it.
It's not bad for what I remember.
It's not forever. It's like I know it is one of those that's not for everyone. It's the real ones. I'm like, I love it. Mm-hmm. Distinctively different.
Well, it's like you wouldn't know this, but Marmite in England is like a Vegemite.
Yeah.
But in England, Marmite's whole campaign was love it or hate it. Which is arguably, I think, one of the greatest campaigns you can have, because you're literally telling the people, yeah, either you're going to love us or you're going to hate us.
We don't care if you do.
Like,
it's fine.
Oh, no. But we are not here to talk about Moxie. We are not here to talk about Marmite. We are not here to talk about Vegemite. We are not here to talk about any of the other shit that's happened recently. Instead, we're going to talk about a topic I've been seeing a little bit of, and it's one of the reasons why I brought it up. The state of gaming in 2024. And I'm going to say this right now. I think it's good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know anyone, if you're complaining, you're just like, don't like any games.
And that's the thing, is like that's one of the things that I thought was going to be an interesting one to talk about with this, because like one of the things that you said to me when I said this to you was you're like, I don't know if Nintendo's done anything. And this thing is like, I don't either, to be genuinely honest. You know? I do have a list here of games that have been released so far this year, and like things that are doing very well so far this year. But like one of the things I wanted to bring up though, to start before we actually get into some of the games, is like whenever you hear this sort of statement that the state of gaming is bad, right?
Yeah.
Arguably 90% of the time it is from the top 1% of content creators. And in my opinion, I do believe that it's because they're scared to stay in that realm. You see it all the time. You see them all the time. Everyone goes and tries something new for about a week or two. They see their numbers drop. They panic. They go back to the game that does well.
I think it's very ADHD right now for a lot of games, because like I play a bunch of games.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
But I actually been playing a ton of Destiny lately.
I was gonna say, I see you on Destiny, and then there was another game. What was the other game I've seen you on recently? A lot.
I don't know. I've been playing Uncharted.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm talking about, like, you know, like the 1% where it's like, you know, it's like they go and play a game, and like their whole content is based off of like Fortnite, for instance, you know, and it's like they'll play Fortnite, but then they like go and play like Apex for like a week, see their numbers drop drastically, and then go right back to Fortnite.
Yeah.
Or like they'll try the brand new game, see their numbers drop, and go right back to like, it's the same thing across the board. And like I said, I do believe it is the 1% top tier percent that's always complaining about it, but it's the voice that you hear the most complaining about it.
I would argue that it's streamers as a whole.
Yes.
Not even the 1%, because it's like, because this is like, even with you, you're like you could see engagement when like we put out videos and stuff, and like different things, and then but theirs is at like a much higher level if you're at the top.
Oh yeah, of course.
So like people are like, hey, I got 30 views playing this game, and I'm like, well, I played this new game and I got 10 views. I'm like, of course I'm going to go back to 30 views.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, is it's like, as well, like you just see, like you said, because like we looked at the numbers a little bit last week. But it's like you hear the top people say it.
Yeah.
That trickle down effect happens then down the board, right? Because like recently I saw a post, and I'm not going to say who the creator was. They made a video and it was like, I played the new game Fragpunk, and it's one of the new best FPS games. And I'm sitting there like, he's playing because he got paid to. He's not going to play it in 2 weeks. He's not going to play it in 3 weeks. 2 months down the line, he's not going to be playing it. The game's going to be dead. And you see this time after time.
Or it won't be. Maybe
time.
It is good.
Maybe. I mean, it's the same thing. I saw another big time creator say the same thing. He was streaming it live, and he's like, "This game's fun. This game's great. I'm enjoying this game." And it's one of those things where it's like, you say that about every game you get paid to play, and then you never play them again and go back to just doing Rust or Tarkov or
the Jack Frags effect.
Yeah.
You know, like every video he puts out, he's like, "Oh, this game's awesome." You're like, "Oh, this game fixed itself." He's always doing that with games. He's like, "Oh, yeah,"
Yeah.
and um, like a big one was Gray Zone. I was playing a lot of Gray Zone for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and people hopped on and were like, "Oh, love it, I love it," and then they never touched it again. I put, I don't know, at least 100 hours into Gray Zone.
Yeah. I
And
mean, like, so it's like, I feel like we have a big issue with that. But then the other thing, and this goes with the content creator streamer thing, is like, as soon as a new game comes out, you have to be the first person to get content out. You have to be. Because if you're not, then you're behind.
yeah,
Instead of just playing the game to have fun with the game and to enjoy the game, it's always a business thing, and you have to make the money, so you have to be the first person playing it, and you have to be the first this and the first that, and the do. It's exhausting.
I'm currently working on 3-year-old Destiny 2 content to get Halo crossover stuff.
I love that.
So I clearly care a lot.
Well, it's like
I just
I'm at a point where I think I have this week and then one day next week, and I'm done with Hellblade being uploaded. So it's like, you know,
it's tough because I don't know. I feel like people aren't playing games to play games anymore.
No,
for a lot of people.
A lot of people are playing games to try and make money off of it.
Because here's a big one that's coming out where I think it's like a combination of the two. People are super excited for it, but people are also super excited for it because other people are excited for it. It's coming? I looked up a couple lists, and it's not on any of the lists for new releases, which is kind of interesting. NCAA.
Yeah, college football.
Tuesday.
Monday.
Tuesday. Actually,
Monday.
you could probably play it today.
No, so creators are playing it right now. It's the weekend, by the way, for everyone. You get early access if you buy the deluxe edition. Is Monday at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, I
Great
know.
time?
I know. I've been keeping up because I bought it.
Well, and then I found out this week that it's only next release.
Yep, only on console, baby.
I went and played trivia Friday with some friends. One of my coworkers came and he's excited for it, and I was like, "Hey, did you hear that it's only next gen?" And he went, "What?"
Yeah.
And he's still playing on Xbox One.
Yep, he's gonna have to level up then. You know.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for it, but the thing that
Yeah.
I'm not excited about is the fact that I see so many goddamn posts about rebuilds. Here's the top 10 teams you need to rebuild. Now, if I say the word rebuild to you, what does that mean?
well, it's different because like if I think football, I think like you're like I'm just gonna change everything about this team, and then but when I think of like the gaming as a meta, I think of like Call of Duty. Let's build the perfect gun meta.
So
Where you're trying to build a meta within NCAA.
Yeah, so my thing is always this is like you hear teams say rebuild. To me, rebuild means I'm gonna take something and make it better than it was, right? Like that sort of thing. So like a lot of times, like for instance, a Virginia Tech, you could rebuild them because they were built at one point,
Yeah.
right? Nebraska technically could be a rebuild because they were something at one point.
Now, it may have been 50 years ago, but
Yes, you know.
I
But
don't
then
know.
you, well, it was the late '90s.
Wait, sorry,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Jesus,
Wait,
that
yeah.
hurt. Oh god, that hurt.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But then you get these people out there that are like UMass. Let's rebuild UMass.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that's like
UMass, BC,
it's like UMass hasn't fucking did anything.
Marshall.
Yeah, I mean like it's you get these people that they like they're using just the word the big popular word instead of just being like I'm gonna make a dynasty here, which is the name of the fucking mode.
Was good at one point too. You could argue that.
Yeah, and D1
The
AA.
league, when the league was all white too, probably.
But like that's my thing is this like that's my college football pet peeve right now with this is all these people being like, oh, let's rebuild this team, and it's like that team just moved up. It's not a rebuild. You're building a dynasty. You're starting something fucking new. Shut your mouth and figure out how English language works. And that's aggressive for something very stupid, but it annoys the shit out of me.
Passionate.
It annoys the shit out of me. Also, it annoys the shit out of me when people are like, oh, I'm going to rebuild Kansas. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, fuck off. Or, like, I'm very excited to see how many of these people that are going to rebuild teams actually stay with that team. because
Um,
it's always
it's not like Madden. You can't create a team, right? Imagine.
no, you can't. So they have a whole full.
Okay.
So on Madden, you can't even create a team anymore. On Madden,
Oh, you can't.
no, on Madden you can only relocate a team. So you can do a fantasy draft and draft your perfect team, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the entire league gets drafted. So it's one of those things. So in college football, you can actually go onto, I don't know what the website is, but there's a website. You can make a full team. So we can make like Norwich. You can make like a D1 AA school, which I know a lot of people are gonna do, and I'm probably gonna download a couple of them because then.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's still fun, but you can't be like. I mean, you can. Well, maybe you'll make that work, and you'll be the champs.
Yeah. Well, so my thing is, it's like I like the idea of being able to do, because in the game there's FCS West, FCS North, FCS South. Basically, they're the one AA teams that you pick to when you need that first warm up game at the beginning of your season to get that win. So instead of those teams, what you can do in this game is you're going to be able to remove
like
them.
the longest yard.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to remove them, and you can put in a created team instead. So
could you like do a mock, not mock, but could you do like a simulated thing where like you run a bunch of seasons automatically, and you kind of build a team, and then you work in from that like time and built team, so you don't have to like.
So you can be, I mean, like
run 10 seasons to get like established as a program.
Yeah. So like for instance, what I'm doing with it is I'm gonna be I'm starting off as the offense coordinator in Nebraska. That's what I've decided because obviously, I'm doing one season as the OC.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go take a head coaching job somewhere.
Okay, you're gonna pad your resume in a dip.
Well, so not like because my thing is always, and I've done this since 14, 13, 12, is my thing is always it's like I don't like just going straight to a school and becoming the head coach because I think that's a weird thing in my brain. It's weird. So it's like I want to do 1 year as an OC, show that I can do something, and then become the head coach. And then I go to one of the low schools and I stay there. It's done. I don't leave unless they fire me. I'm done. I'm there. Right? Like that sort of thing.
Okay.
You know? So that's what it's going to be. Is like
I've never played these games, so I don't know how. I'm like, this is all new to me.
Oh, yeah, no. So I mean, everyone does it differently. But my thing is this: is like you see the amount of people that like are always talking about like, oh, I'm going to take this team and make them a powerhouse and do this and that and this and that. And I'm sitting there and it's like, you guys are the same people that say I'm going to rebuild and then say like the Bengals or like I'm going to rebuild the Lions. You know, it's the people that are going to get the job. They're going to play the game. They're going to get a job offer from like Alabama, USC, Oklahoma. One of the big schools are going to give them like, hey, we want to give you the head coaching job. And they're going to fucking take it.
Yeah, of course. They're like, out.
Yeah.
I am surprised that it's not coming out on PC.
I am in
Yes and no.
I am too, but I'm also not.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a lot of things they're doing as well, there's a lot of features from the old 14 that aren't in this. There's a lot of features in this that weren't in 14. But it seems very bare bones, which makes sense with it being the first one. Plus, remember, every player gets paid.
Oh, the NILs.
Yep.
You see Oregon?
Yes. That's the greatest thing ever. Oregon's going to be a powerhouse within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But that's college football, though. I'm very excited for college football, if you can't tell.
Yeah. This is state of gaming. Sorry.
Yeah. But so the state, like I said, though, state of gaming for me, I think is in a good spot. It's just that there's a loud voice, which is always how it's going to be with the bigger creators because they have the platform, so it gets around everywhere. A loud popularity and voice where these people are loud enough and have the platform where if they say it's bad right now, everybody agrees it's bad right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like you said, to me, it's not bad. It's just ADH.
I feel like for the first time ever, there's not like a controlling game.
No, there isn't, and that's the thing. Is because like in the past, you could argue like it was a Fortnite. It was Fortnite for this.
I mean, if you looked at the numbers, you could probably still like dial it down.
Oh, probably.
But like Warzones, I don't think is on top like it was for a long time. Fortnite, I think. Still people play these games. Fortnite's not like this what it was. People always throw out Valorant, and I'm always like, who plays Valorant?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, so here's the thing. So I just went. Of course, this is just Twitch, so it's just viewership, but still, most time viewership relates to how well the game's doing.
Yeah.
Dota 2.
Yes. Obviously.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Which shocks me still.
Then the one that you said, Valorant. Once Human, Elden Ring, Counter Strike, Minecraft, Fortnite. So it's like, Fortnite's all the way down to 38K.
I don't even know what Once Human is.
God damn, Fortnite is almost being outviewed by Hunt Showdown right now.
For real?
For real, Hunt Showdown
How
has
many?
37.5.
That surprises me too, but that's actually a game I've never played. But Knights of the Old Republic 2 is free on Twitch Prime right now.
Ooh.
Shout out.
But yeah, so like I was just gonna say, so like basically what I wanted, what we're gonna do with this is just kind of look at the games that we've had so far this year, the games that we're getting later on this year. But I think DeNutte really hit it on the head earlier. This is just 2024 is just ADHD for gaming, and I
Dude,
like.
Valorant's got 101. I'm sorry.
Oh
That's
yeah. Well,
crazy.
also, I don't know if you check it or not. There might be a tournament going on right now. If there's a tournament going on, that means it's. But still, because like even like this past week, streaming wise, for me personally, Power World, NHL, Apex, Overwatch, Speedstorm, Fall Guys, Plate Up,
Yeah.
First Ascendant. Like I'm just bouncing all over the place to whatever I want to do, basically.
What do you think of First Ascendant?
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I played. The annoying thing was I played the beta when it was on
Yes.
console. Then there
Yes,
wasn't a
we
beta
did.
on console, and then when you load the game up, then it's like you're starting all over again. I'm kind of sitting there like,
Oh, is it you playing on console for that?
Yeah.
Are there any games you are playing on PC?
if I do, it's not anything like the games I've played. The most recent games I play on PC, TFT, Magic Arena,
Okay.
Farlight 84 was one I played, and then Blood Hunt was one I played. Like outside of that, though, I really don't.
Blood Hunt's a while ago.
Yeah, Blood Hunt was a while ago.
Yeah.
The game still exists apparently, though. So, but like, like I said, I do think you hit it on the head, though. This is the year of kind of the ADH kind of brain set, because like I'm looking right now, so like I just have a list of like the games for this year so far, and it's like looking at it, it's like January, not a whole lot at the beginning of January. Last of Us 2 Part 2 Remastered came out. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. The new Prince of Persia game that came out. The last was it the Last Crown or the Lost Crown? The Lost Crown. Tekken. Right, Tekken 8 came out. That was a big one. But, like, that's January. So really not a whole lot in January. Then February hits, and it's like, alright, cool, February hits. So we get Persona 3 Reload. You get Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. As much as a flop that game apparently is, it's still being talked about, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they just released a new season. Did you see it? With Mrs. Freeze.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta look up Mrs. Freeze while I keep going on here. Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Banishers, The Ghosts of New Eden is a game I wanted to play and I just haven't played yet. Plate Up is one that came to a bunch of systems.
You were playing it.
Last Epoch. Balatro is one. The poker themed roguelike deck builder. That's apparently really big. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet because I didn't think it came. I thought it came out in January, but apparently I may be wrong. But I'm pretty sure didn't Power World come out this year?
Hell will definitely keep out this year.
Yeah, this site that Wikipedia right now is telling me that it is not. So, but I want to say it came out in January because I felt like it came out right around my birthday.
19th.
The 19th, yeah, see, that's what I thought. So Power World. That's the end of February. Then we go here. The Outlast Trials. You
I don't
didn't
even know if I've heard that one.
So it's Outlast, but then like imagine like you have to like do missions.
I don't know what Outlast is.
It's a horror game where you have the camera and you're in the insane asylum.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a survival horror version of that. WWE is always a big game every year. Kingdom Come Deliverance, Hi-Fi Rush came out this year. Um,
Kingdom Deliverance hasn't come out yet. I still need to. I need to go back and I downloaded. I have the first one on PC right now. I need to
oh, okay.
because I never finished it. It's I don't know if you ever played it.
No.
It is so hard, and it's such like a. It's like a. It's an everyman game. So like picture like Skyrim, but you suck at being a swordsman, and you like are incompetent.
You can't
and you
hit me
just
without
like
when I'm
become a
midway
knight.
through drinking.
Yeah. So like imagine if you just like suck as a fighter and they're like you become like a knight.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, so you're like learning. So like there were times where I had to go fight like a person and I had to redo it like 10 times because every time I would die. And the only way to save is to find a bed that someone else doesn't own, sleep in it. And or you have to like somehow craft or buy a potion that will allow you to save.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's just super unforgiving mechanics.
So like beginning of April, content warning. Turbo Golf Racing, which I know you played.
I played the early access.
Yeah.
I haven't played the full release.
Dave the Diver. Grounded came to PlayStation and got a big update. Planet of Lana was a very good game.
That might have gone full. Might have been 1.0 because 1.0 came out this year or early last year. Another Crab's Treasure. Did you say that?
Which one?
Another Crab's Treasure. It's
I haven't said that one yet. It might be in because I don't know if that's in April or not.
It is in April. April
really?
23rd.
April 23rd, 23rd. Yeah, see the list.
That is a Souls. It's a Souls-like where you're a crab underwater and it looks like SpongeBob.
Yep, that got me. I remember that getting some good reviews. But yeah, yet again, that's not on. I'm on fucking Wikipedia, and it's not on there.
I know. So that's like so like that's what I was talking about. This list doesn't have the NCAA, but it has so another one on here for April.
Stellar Blade. Sea of Thieves came out on PlayStation.
Yeah. No game no one's talked about. I have not heard. I had to look up stuff about it. Is South Park Snow Day?
I heard it was dog shit. That's why you haven't heard.
Yeah, dog shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that it was just really bad. V Rising got a massive update, I do believe, because I remember Dingo started playing it again. Ghost of Tsushima had a director's cut. This is what
which I've been playing.
We're in May now at this point. World of Warcraft got a big update as always. Then we got Hellblade 2 that came out, which everybody shit on because it's only 5 hours. And that's the most gorgeous game I've ever seen in my entire life, and the story is fantastic. X Defiant, Wuthering Waves, Multiverses got a re-release.
I guess they did a Prince of Persia early access in May too, for something.
Interesting.
Which I have not heard of.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Destiny 2 The Final Shape.
I did see that at PAX this year.
Yeah, it looks like Dead by Daylight, but with killer clowns. Like,
it's Dead by Daylight, but it's not 4 versus against 1. It's like 4v4.
Yeah. Star Wars Hunters.
Oh, that's like that mobile game, right?
Yeah, Monster Hunter. Elden Tree, Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Which, I mean, that was another thing people were playing, all the Kai stuff, which people will hate that I even said that, but like, Rogue brought so much attention to the game.
Yeah, if they're upset about that, then that's on them. First Descendant, Zenless Zone Zero. Have you heard about that one?
Nope.
It's another, it's another one of those, like Genshin sort of games.
Oh, okay.
But it's massive. It just came out, and it's like...
Destiny 2 big expansion? Final expansion, I should say.
Final expansion before we get Destiny 3. Once
Which
Human.
Yeah.
Once Human just came out. Let's see. Now we're all caught up with games that are fully out, so now we're into games that are coming up. That we will be getting here in a little bit. So this list now is going to be a little bit wonky. Probably. But you get, like, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. College football. Is there any other really big games that we're supposed to be getting? I mean, of course, we're always going to be getting the usual sport games. Bounty Hunter for Star Wars coming to
Outlaws.
consoles and everything. Outlaws.
And August.
Um,
I'm excited for Stalker, which is September.
Yep.
And then Space Marines 2, also September.
Yes, that one I'm very excited for. Black
Oh,
Myth
God of War
Wukong.
Ragnarok, PC, September.
There we go. Yeah, but
Quidditch Champions.
The Concord, which I've been seeing a bunch of different
I saw
things
that is being streamed right now, and I don't know what it is.
I saw it's another hero shooter.
Is it? Okay.
It's PlayStation's hero shooter though. It's just for PlayStation. Squirrel with a gun.
Which was a meme at first. The guy just like chained together. It's got 21,000 viewers right now. I'm surprised that still has that many viewers.
Oh yeah, I mean give it another week or two.
Maple Story has 10.
I love that. Love to hear that. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It's one where you actually play Zelda.
Oh, okay.
Link
would you so if all right, here's someone someone was trying to like recommend MMOs to me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to play an MMO right now, what would you play?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
There's not a ton out still, but there are still some.
It's a tough
So like
question.
for me, the new Dune game seems very
That's
promising.
the thing is like I kind of go like my brain went straight three places. So that was that was one of them was the Dune one because it's gonna be the newest game. It's gonna be a big hit. You're gonna have a ton of people playing it, so it's gonna get uploads. It's gonna get content. It's gonna get the ball moving.
The issue though is, so like the three I would say would be Dune.
Yep.
Actually, four. Dune, World of Warcraft.
I mean, I've stated this, and I will state this many a time more. If they put World of Warcraft on Game Pass, I'm playing it.
Mm-hmm. New World.
Yep, never thought about playing that one.
And RuneScape. I'd go back to RuneScape.
Ooh, okay.
But I
so
already have an established New World character. The issue is that, like, here's the thing with Dune is that, like, New World created this whole great world, missions, everything in it. But, like, once you maxed your level out, there was, like, nothing to do. You just went and fought, like, in PvP in the open world.
Yeah.
And, like, that's only so much fun because it would literally be, like, armies of people fighting other armies of people.
That's wild.
I don't know. I know it was more than that, but I don't know. I'd rather play.
Well, so there's one that I was gonna say that you didn't name actually.
Yeah.
Surprising. I was gonna say Lost Ark.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't play that.
So Lost Ark, yeah. Well, it's weird because Lost Ark has that weird spot for me because that was the first true MMO I played.
But you never played it for like the MMO mechanic. Like you never did the multiplayer aspect of anything of it.
Well, that's because I didn't have anyone to play it with. Because every time I brought it up to people, they would say, "Oh yeah, let's do that," and then they would never fucking do it.
Well, respect. I just said no.
Yeah, I would rather that than the other one. But yeah, no, because that was the big thing. Also, last one that I'm just seeing right here because I've been scrolling this whole time. The Wolf Among Us 2. Very excited. Very excited for that. But yeah, no, that's a tough one because and it's like, because like I said, Lost Ark has a weird spot in my heart. And it's just that I got to a point where I need to be able to do a boss raid in order to level my character up to be able to advance to the next world or the next island. And I can't do that unless I play with other people, and I don't have other people to play with because nobody fucking would actually play through the game fully. Like,
and you're like, I don't want to meet new people.
Well, it's not even that.
It's hard. Oh, so like a big thing. So like Destiny has raids, right?
Yep.
And when I used to play, we got this whole group together. We did like look for groups on Reddit. We did all these things because they didn't have it at the time. All the raids you can't do matchmaking for in Destiny.
Yeah.
You have to go in with a party or do it with, less people.
Yeah.
So like my girlfriend Kat, her setup's right here, right next to me. she's been playing with us, and she's never done a raid. Two of my buddies who I play with have never done a raid. Another one of my buddies is who I used to do raids with. He's been playing with us. So we have 5 right now. You need 6, and it's just like a tough. It's tough because like one time I did a raid, it took us like 8 hours. That's how bad it was, or how bad we were, I should say.
Damn.
So, because a lot of it's like Destiny's like, it's very funny because like, I don't know if you've ever played Destiny.
I tried. So I was going to play Destiny.
Yeah.
I was going to, and then it was before it went crossplay.
Yeah.
So it was when they were doing the crossplay, like, free trial sort of thing. Like, we're going to test out crossplay. So me and Xander went to play it. Made my character, went through the first little beginning part, got my ass beat by some bitch, and then we found out that the crossplay trial ended, like, 3 days before we were doing it together. So I was just like, I'm not doing this then.
It's full crossplay now.
Yeah. But I got to that point, I'm just like, I'm good.
A big thing is that, like, I'm talking shit about one of my buddies. Destiny is like a big like puzzle platformer shooter. It's like all those mechanics. And then my buddy like will do mission. And he's like, I hate this. This is like what I hate. I'm like, this is Destiny. Like this is a platforming thing. Like we have to do this whole thing. Like this is what raids are. This is what all the things are. Like in fights, you have to do a certain mechanic to beat a boss. You have to do this or that. And he just wants to play PvP like Halo. I'm like, we're just playing Halo then.
Yeah, right.
So, and he's just like freaks out. So it's just tough because, you know, people even with that game, they have this like, and he loves doing builds, which is fine because that's like a big thing of that game. But he just hates the Destiny,
the actual like,
which is funny because that's like a lot of what Destiny players are, is they hate the game.
Yeah. Well,
but they can't stop playing.
Well, that's the thing is like I genuinely feel like that's part of that's another thing with the state of gaming. You know, is if you ask most Apex players if they like playing Apex, 90% of them are going to say no. Same thing with Overwatch. You know,
I stopped playing it because I was like, I'm not having fun anymore.
Yeah, see, it's just one of those things where it's gone to the point where, and it's you always hear the people and creators saying about how like, well, gaming isn't fun anymore. It's like that's because it's now become a business. So everybody's trying to make money off of it. Everyone's trying to be the best. Therefore, everything, the skill level of everything is just drastically increased so much.
It's not that we've gotten worse. It's just everyone's gotten better.
Exactly. Everybody across the board has gotten better. You know?
Oh.
And it's just... I mean, of course...
Madden NFL 24, 600 viewers.
Yeah, that's about right. That game fucking blows.
Sorry. I just was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, that game genuinely is bad. Like... There's an image online that someone put up of someone playing Ultimate Team, and they have Autogram, and you can check. Autogram's like a quarterback from like the 60s. And you
okay, because I was like, I don't know who that is.
You can check like superstar abilities, and he went to check the superstar abilities, and the entire left side of the screen was just from top to bottom abilities for a quarterback from the 60s. And he's like, this is bullshit. This should never exist.
No, dude, he was that good.
I genuinely, I think Ultimate Team has ruined all sports games. If a sports game has an Ultimate Team,
FIFA, like, you know.
Oh, 100%. It's ruined it. And, like, I know there'll be people out there that will argue that fact with me. Don't care what you have to say. It ruined the game. Because the game is still a $60 game that then you have these people still spending $60, $70, $80, $100, $200, $300, $400, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on this fucking one game mode that lasts for one season, or 1 year, and then it's gone.
Is Conquered on PC and PlayStation? I'm just looking at it right now.
I don't think so, but it could be.
Because, like, I'm watching...
Who are you watching?
No, it's on PC. I'm seeing the controls.
Okay.
But, you know, is a word people describe gaming, like, when they say a game's clunky. I hate that, because you're just like, oh, you just don't like how it feels.
Yes.
But, like, I'm watching gameplay for it right now, and it just feels clumpy because it's kind of like an 8-bit thing.
Yeah.
16-bit, where so it's like kind of like maybe it's how she's aiming. I don't know.
I was watching Moist Critical play it.
Yeah.
And when he was playing it, it looked like there's a character that like her gun looks just like Sombra. I'm pretty sure she goes invisible. There's one character.
I'm watching. I'm a career right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's one of those
Cat, I'm
things. Like
sorry.
it's any sort of hero shooter like that. It's gonna get reverted back to the base thing that you know. But I mean, and that's the thing. Is like
She might have the worst name I've ever seen.
yeah,
Oh my god.
you haven't seen me yet. Actually, you have seen me play. Yeah, no, it's like I genuinely think the state of gaming is fine. It's just that it's like you said, you can't have those. You can't be a gamer and just sit down and be like, you know what, I'm gonna play this game for 8 hours.
Yeah, I think like it's good to not to like bounce between. I think it's good to bounce between games. It's like we've been playing a lot of Destiny as a group, and now like I should be playing something else. And they're like, "Come on, play it." I'm like, "All right, fine," but like they're not playing anything else. There's a game that came out on we even talked about this one. So they had the Steam Summer Sale.
Okay.
I think it's still going on actually. I think or it just ended.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just on the 11th it ended.
Okay.
But I got this game. It starts with Abiotic Factor, right? So it's like a survival horror game. And oh my, I bought it for a couple of my friends as a gift to Ruski, you know. And it says I have 14 minutes played. That's not true. Anyways, but it's like a survival game. It kind of looks like Half-Life.
Okay.
It's like stylized to look that old, and it all takes place in a bunker underground in Australia. Really cool thing. Like I would keep wanting us to play that, and they're like, "Well, Destiny, just do this." And I'm like, "We gotta play something else sometimes."
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, like,
And they're like, "Whoa, you don't like Destiny?" And I'm like, "Guys, we can play other games." And that's like a thing I think for state of gaming. People like they're like, "This is our game. This is our game." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't have. You can just play whatever you want."
well, I guess the thing is, it's like, you know, like I said, like I've bounced around a lot. Like I've tried to get the boys into Power World. They won't do it.
Yeah, I know.
I've tried getting them into the first Ascendant. They played the beta, but they're not gonna play it now that it's out for full release.
Yeah, especially now they have to do it all over again.
Yeah. Rob came over to Xbox from PlayStation so he could play Overwatch with me. This is back before crossplay happened.
Yeah.
You know, so like me and Rob play Overwatch. We've tried to get Fedge into it, and Fedge is just like, nope, you know, like cold hard refuse, just will not do it. But like,
What's the game that he likes that's like surprised me?
who Fedge?
Yeah,
That's a great
there
question.
was something. There's something you were telling me the other day that like I'm like, no way. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, but
yeah, no, it's people start getting into this, like into the little space, and they lock in there, and it's like, don't want to try something new. Don't want to try something new. Don't want to try something new. You know.
mine is Diablo. I don't like Diablo, so I'm not gonna play the new Diablo.
Listen, like I gave Diablo 4 a shot.
Yeah.
I was a druid, obviously.
Shout out.
Yep. I turned into a bear. Used to just slap bitches around. I had some pet wolves, and then a fucking raven would come down every now and then. But then, like, I got bored. Like, it was just, like, cool. I'm just running around slapping people around and like, doing this, like... You know, and like, that's
It's like,
amazing.
it's like Hades, but not as bad. But because, like, Kat's been playing a lot of Hades, too.
Oh, I've yet to play. I played Hades, though. I liked Hades.
Yeah, so she's been playing a lot of Hades. She loves that, so...
I was terrible at it. Terrible.
Still, you don't have to be good at it, right?
Yeah, well, I got to the point where I got to Hades with a certain build after playing for a couple hours, and then Hades just beat my ass. So I was like, all right, well...
Hades 2 is not complete yet. It's still early access.
Is it? Okay.
So it's not like a full game. It's not like full yet. So like, Kat was showing me like she got to like the later bosses, and it's like the you know when you talk to people, it has like the image of them, and it has like the words. Like all the images of them aren't fully rendered. Some of them were still like kind of sketches.
Oh, that's kind of cool, though. I kind of like that.
Yeah. So still early.
It's just, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I've seen some posts recently where it's like people complaining about the state of gaming, and I was like, you know, let's talk about the state of gaming, because it's really not that bad. When you have people where it's like their entire persona, identity is Call of Duty. You know, it's like,
I will play the new Call of Duty because it's on Game Pass day one.
yes, Also, that's another big thing is the whole quote unquote Game Pass issues that are going on. Have you seen that? How they're like
No.
boosting the price up to $20 and everyone's losing their minds and
Oh yeah,
all
I
this
don't
shit.
care.
And yeah, I don't like. It's like I'm sitting there and I'm like ninety
Dude,
percent
you
of the
got Game
people.
Pass for the last 3 years for $1 a month.
Yeah, it's 90% of people that have been complaining about it. I'm pretty sure don't have Game Pass.
Yeah, and then also the PlayStation version of it is $20.
Yeah, I pay 1801 right now. Yes, I actually know the exact number. 18.
Yeah, we talked about this actually, and I looked, and mine was less than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I played on my Xbox and my PC, so I'm gonna get the combo. I don't care.
I like. Oh no, like I'm still gonna say it's one of the best deals in gaming. And if you're a content creator and don't have it, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, I still would stick to my
It
guns.
really is like a good deal. Like,
It is. It's.
all
It's.
right, in the grand scheme of things, Xbox at one point was $60 a year. Back like in the 360, it was $60 a year.
Yes.
What, like, okay, cool. We're not, in 2010 anymore. Look how expensive everything is. You're like, like they're providing a service, and like, I don't know, it is what it is.
You get 100 games a year minimum that rotates in and out games. And then this is the other thing that people don't realize. If you play a game on Game Pass and they rotate it out of Game Pass, it's now on sale for you because it was in Game Pass. Like that's one that people genuinely don't know. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like no matter what you're going, like if it's a game you genuinely enjoyed and they rotate it out and you're like, well, you know what, I want to go buy it anyway, you're going to get it for cheaper because it was on Game Pass.
It's only for a certain amount of time. It's not forever.
Yeah, it's only like, and that's most of the time because it comes back to Game Pass before they. But
Because I actually had to buy shredders on my Xbox because they took it off Game Pass, and I like waited a week and it was not. It was full price. Would be like that sometimes, It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Because I still play shredders. I don't know. It's just Game Pass. I hate sounding like it's like sounding. We're just sounding like fanboys, but I mean,
I'm
if you don't like it, go to PC gaming. What are we talking about?
Like that's my thing. Is it's like I'm never
Go
gonna
build your $1,500, $2,000 PC.
Yeah, like
and
that one.
complain about yeah. So like, we're like, it's a service, and it's been the same price for 10 years.
Probably
5 to 10 years. It's been the same price.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, it is what it is. I don't know. Like everything's getting more expensive nowadays.
Yeah, people is always that thing of like people are always going to complain about it, and it's just like can we just stop for a little bit? Like it's like when what was it? What was the Game Pass showcase and all that Summer of Gaming? All that came out, and then like you had like the people running their mouths about it. It's like I don't care what fucking system you play on. I don't care whether you're PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, Nintendo, Kindle, iPhone, Android, rocks and stones in the backyard. If you're having fucking fun and playing
I got
games,
a Gamecast.
yeah, it's like that's all that matters. In the end of the day.
So here's a fun one. My buddy sent me a snap, brand new gaming computer, big thing, and I was like, "Oh, sick! You get to play with us." And he's like, "Oh, I guess I could hook it up to my like a monitor and play with you." And I was like, "Oh." So he got like this $2,000 pinball machine, a 4K pinball machine, like full size pinball machine. It's got 2 4K monitors on it. And it's got like haptic feedback. It feels like you're playing a pinball machine. Everything.
Okay.
So he got a gaming PC, so he can have up to like 4,000 additional pinball machines on there, and so that it can run better.
That's wild.
Yeah. So he bought a gaming PC just for that, and I was like, ugh. So
That's funny.
It's very funny. We were there a few weeks ago, and it was like me, Kat, him and his wife, and it was like a Friday night. It was like 10 o'clock. We're playing pinball. He's got 3 kids. One of them's texting him. He's like, "Dad, you're being too loud. We're trying to sleep." It was just like the opposite of like what they're kids,
funny.
like they're like he was playing Roblox when we were there, but he's like, "I want to go to bed." It's like a Friday night.
Well, it's like one of the other ones. So I'm looking at this right now on Steam, right? And it's the what is this list? It is the top Steam releases of 2024. Okay.
Yeah.
Online right now on Steam. Can you take a wild guess what the #1 game is
On Steam?
for 2024 as of right now? Because you're not gonna be able to get it. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Give me a sec.
I could
got
give
this.
you 100 guesses. You're not getting
Yeah.
it.
Give me a soft hint.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
one word.
I was gonna say Pal World.
Power World is, as of right now, #4
Oh.
with 96,000 people playing it. I'm assuming that's what the online is right there. So
No.
no, these are games that came out this year.
They're top game this year, not
Yeah,
like
these are the top games where I do believe, because it says online. I have it sorted by online. Concurrent players online now.
Now?
Now.
No idea. Give it to me.
Banana.
Let's go fucking banana.
It released in April of 23rd. It has 415,000 players right now. You don't know what the game is, DeNutte?
I'm looking at it. It's a banana.
You click on the banana.
My nephew has it.
But like, this is the thing: is it's like so right now, concurrent viewership. We have Banana, Once Human, The First Descendant, Power World, Last Epoch, Chained Together, Dark and Darker, one that we didn't bring up earlier.
I played it a bit. It's fun.
Cats, which yet again is another one where you just there's a picture of a cat and you just click it and then it changes after a little while. Helldivers 2, V Rising. Here's a fun one that we also haven't mentioned yet. Sons of the Forest.
I played a bunch of that. That came out last year, though.
No, Sons of the Forest came out February of this year.
Oh, it came out full release in February.
Yep.
So, but it came out last year.
And then we get Shrimp. Supermarket Simulator. Yet again, another big one.
I've seen a lot of old ladies stream that on TikTok.
Soul Mask, Tapple, Idol, Clicker, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Summoner's War, Enshrouded, Polia, Baltro, which I heard was a big one, Tekken 8, and then it just goes from there. But it's like content warning, Hades 2.
I gotta ask you something as a Twitch streamer, right?
Okay.
I always felt weird pimping myself out, like people that have like
2.
TTV. Okay, yeah, I played that at PAX.
Yeah, sorry, I'm scrolling down. I'm just seeing them.
So that came out Game Pass Xbox, but not Game Pass PC. So I haven't played it.
Okay.
So like putting TTV in your name or your clan tag, or like I played with people that would be like say it in the party. Like we were like in the lobby, and he's like, "Hey, come check me out on Twitch."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Ugh." But people would come and watch.
Oh yeah.
They would, yeah. And I'm always like, "Wow." I'm like, I feel like I'm just like whoring myself out.
Yeah, no, I know a couple of the girls that I know they put like they change their like tag in Apex to live every now and then, or TTV, like that sort of thing. I've done it once or twice, and it's on Overwatch, as in like hey, go fuck yourself and watch me on Twitch. Or like, if you really think I'm cheating, come watch, because I'm not.
Oh, there was one where we got absolutely destroyed, and so I looked her up, and I'm not kidding. She was playing in a shed with her husband, and when I mean shed, I mean like a shed. Yeah. There was a lawnmower next to her, and I was like, dude, oh man, look at what we just got destroyed by. You know, like just a fat white lady with dreads.
That's. So it's one of those things. Like people are fine with doing it. It's like whenever I see a TTVer, I just kind of giggle to myself now.
I go, oh, we got a TTVer in here.
Yeah, like I'll mention it. Sometimes I'll bring it up, but then like other times it's like there's times when like you'll see that, and then you go and look, and they haven't been live for like 7 months.
Yeah, you don't see that as much though.
Not anymore, but like for a little while there was a good.
Yeah.
There was a good.
It's so easy to change your name on stuff now.
But so Dragon's Dogma 2, and that's another one that I just thought of. Didn't no, that came out last year, right? Baldur's Gate, that was last year. But like this is the thing is it's like this year
People are still playing the shit out of that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just
It's great.
someone that I know just started it actually, and I got.
You should try it.
I was just gonna
and
say
play
I've been told that I should play as a YouTube series because I've been
Oh,
told by a
with
couple people.
with like a good group.
Yeah, I've been told that I should just like I've had some people tell me I should just play it, and they haven't said with a group though. So
No, it is fun by yourself, but it's special with a group.
yeah. Well, it's like I'll
That's where like half the fun. That's like where half the fun is because like you like decisions and stuff are out. Like you could talk about it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's out of your hands. So like I've a lot of times like when I play, I'll just kill someone. I'll just attack someone.
Yeah.
They'll be like, why are we doing that? And I'm like, hey, you can't be talking to me like that.
Voices.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Um.
Intrusive thoughts win. So I think Baldur's Gate would be a fun one with like the right squad. I'd play it with you. If you want to play it.
It's one of those things I've always thought that doing a D&D thing would be fun.
It's what it is.
It's one of those things that's like getting the right people to do it with.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, no, so like to wrap up the state of gaming in 2024. I think, like I said, I don't know if you meant to hit it on the head straight off the beginning of the episode, but you did.
Yeah.
You did. This is the year of the ADH. If you look at it, January, we had Power World. February, we had a different game. March, different game. April, different game. May, different game. June, different game. It's been a game a month.
It all depends on what you like too, because then there was the whole, let's get away from Tarkov. Let's play Gray Zone, Breakpoint. That was like a whole genre for people that are only playing Tarkov. Like fucking hate Tarkov too.
This
like,
game,
it's another
this
one of those
game,
games.
This game fucked up. Now let's go play these games because it's the same game, but they're doing better. Like it really is just a. It's not like the landscape of gaming is bad right now. If you think it's bad, it's because you refuse to go play new things.
Bad because you have choices.
Yes. You know, it's bad because there's choices and you refuse to go try new things because at the end of the day, your algorithm tells you that you shouldn't play these games because you're now making it financial decisions.
I'm waiting for like something really cool to happen with Fortnite so I can start playing Fortnite again.
Yeah, I uninstalled it, actually.
Yeah.
I played the first... Well, for me, I played the first week of the new season.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple people I used to play with, and I just never seemed to play with them. And I was like...
Well, we were playing for a bit.
Yeah. So I just uninstalled it, though, because I was just like, I'm over this shit.
I think they need to... So, like, when they made No Build, that was special. Right? So they need a next new thing, whether it's like...
You don't...
map,
so I'm assuming that you don't know about this, then. Because they've done that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Reloaded. Or Reload. Reloaded, something like that.
Okay.
So you've played Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare, right? The BR. You know Rebirth?
Yeah.
Fortnite's version of Rebirth. It's on the old map with the old guns. Small island.
I don't like Rebirth.
Yeah, that's what it is, though.
Yeah, I didn't like Rebirth.
Yeah, it's everybody loves it on Fortnite. It's extremely sweaty, but people are liking it.
Okay.
So, but...
Rebirth, No Build.
What is it? It's called... No, I think it's... I don't know if there's no build or not. I know there's build because I've seen people building in it. But it's called it's called Reload or something like that.
I could never play Build again.
Oh, I hate playing build. I don't want to... I'm not trying to sweat out and go up against these fucking 3-year-olds that have been doing this fucking, know... No.
When I had really started playing Fortnite was right before No Build came out. And then it would be funny because it would be like the group of us and like one of my friends who could build really well. And then we'd be like, I'm doing it. I'm cranking 90.
So I'm doing the box thing. I'm doing the box. Look at it.
I'm doing it. And then, so then No Build came out and we're like, oh my God. These kids just, that was a special time when you first played with Fortnite kids who had never could not build.
Yeah.
So like they just couldn't shoot.
They couldn't shoot. There was no cover. They panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you shoot them and they like spit like from far away and they spin around the air and like shoot around like trying to be like, where is he? Like you're like, dude, what are you doing? So
I can't build. I know what you do. It's like that's. Yeah. I think that it's just we're going towards a different mindset, and I hate to say that it's partially our own fault as creators and streamers and that, But it is. Because, like I said, you get a game like Hellblade 2 that comes out. I've been excited for Hellblade 2 for since we started talking again.
Oh yeah.
I played 2 hours of it the first day and 4 hours of it the second day because I was busy doing other shit, so I couldn't just play it in one sitting. But I thoroughly enjoyed every second that I played that game. And then all I'm seeing online is people shitting on the game. And I'm sitting there like, it was enjoyable, it was fun, I very much enjoyed it, I thought it was a fantastic story, and like, everyone's like, oh, well, it's this and that, it's not this and it's not that. It's like, you obviously didn't play the fucking first game. You probably haven't even played this game. You're just complaining because 3 other people did, and they uploaded the video within 5 hours of it being out. And that's, I think, is the issue as well, is that with creators, we're always trying to get everything out done now. Like, did I tell you that within the first 24 hours of the first Ascendant being out, I was already seeing videos putting out saying about this is the meta build that you need to use?
That's crazy.
Like, what the fuck are we doing at this point? You know? Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to work on so I've been playing Destiny and I have not yet to like be like look up anything meta. I'm just doing it as I am, and I'm like now I'm like getting to the point where I'm like deep into the season where I'm doing the end game stuff. I'm like, I gotta look up something.
Yeah, you gotta like, yeah, it's like I gotta look this up now. Shit, like,
I hate it. I hate that. That's what you have to do, but I have to do it.
Yeah, I'm like when I was doing First Ascent, I was just fucking around, just running around doing just PvP.
Like today, I have to go do this like a very long exotic quest line to get this really good PvP weapon.
Ooh, exciting!
Like if you don't have it, it's like it's just not. It's bad. Yeah, because it's like it's 1v1 with this weapon, you just lose.
Ooh. But yeah, so there we go. That's the state of gaming in 2024. State of gaming is good. It's just that there's the loud voices would tell you that it's not. Just play what you want.
This girl sucks at this game.
Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say. When I was saying about I don't think I could do 8 hours of a single game anymore. Yeah. I used to see that all the time. Fuck it, you know, someone get on, play 8 hours just straight, boom, this game, done. Right?
Yeah.
And that was their whole content. Like, that was it. And I said to Rob, I was like, I don't think I could do that anymore. He goes, he's like, you can. I was like, the fuck you mean I can? I was like, there's no shot playing Overwatch or Apex for 8 hours straight. And then he goes college football. I was like, okay. Sir, calm down. You're not wrong. But yeah,
my thing is that I'm just still blown away that is no PC and no last gen, which is like I think that's a bold move, but I think we're at the point where that needs to happen.
Yes,
not the PC thing, but like the
last gen.
The last gen, yep. Bro, we got to move on from it. It's been out for 5 years.
Well, that's the thing is like it goes back to it makes me think of surprisingly when Assassin's Creed Rogue and Unity came out.
Yeah, Rogue was just last gen.
Rogue was just last gen, and Unity was just new gen, and they released them at the same time. And their whole concept, the whole reasoning behind it was that we wanted to make sure that both generations had an Assassin's Creed game.
I would have liked to play Rogue, but I mean, I'd rather have Unity be better.
Yeah,
because Unity was really good.
That's the thing is, I was funny because I said that in the Assassin's Creed bundle opening because I got Arno. Yeah. I got Arno as a card. And I was like, I really hate that the game had such a terrible launch because overall, Unity is a very good game.
Yeah, I played it years after it came out, and it's
fantastic.
It's one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
It's just that it's the
it had some of the best free running too.
From the best free running, the multiplayer aspect of it, where you are in the same.
Didn't play multiplayer, but I imagine it's similar to like
no.
Okay.
So when you do multiplayer on there, you're actually in the same like. So you know, like you're in Paris, and there's like the two sides separated by the river.
Yeah.
If I join your
lobby,
more
like
I'm in your game. Like we're in the same screen
so
together.
It's like Elden Ring.
Yeah, we run around together. Yep, and then you can go.
Oh, you play with each other.
Yeah, you play literally with each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you can run around and you can go do missions together.
That's fun.
Yeah, like they made like,
co-op. They had like a co-op.
Like a multiplayer co-op. It was awesome because I used to do it every now and then with Nick with Booba.
See, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know. So, but let us know what you guys think. Down in the comments down below, what do you guys think the state of gaming is? Do you guys agree with us, though? Do you not agree with us? Let us know down in the comments. What are you guys currently gaming on? Are we dumb? Yes. Let us know what you guys are currently playing. And, yeah. Anything else to know? All right, there we go.
Go play NCAA.
Yeah, go play college football, baby. As always, depending on where you are, more than out, even nice day. I'll trouble stay safe. We We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.